Carrot apple raisin salad with pineapple? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Ken Johnson. So today what we're doing is cooking. We're really not even cooking. I'm coming up with a more diabetic friendly version of a recipe that I have done in the past. And I figured that I'd take some shortcuts and see how that goes. So let's find out. Alright, so I've got a mixing bowl here. I'm going to make a carrot apple raisin salad, but I'm going to do a little different. I'm going to add in a special ingredient. You will see this sometimes in southern households, but it's a little bit more rare. I want to give you something a little different twist. And that twist is nothing more than 10 ounces of cut up pineapple. To this I'm going to do a cheat. I'm going to add in 20 ounces of matchstick carrots. Now to this I'm going to add in 4 ounces of raisins. Now I got looks like it is a Granny Smith apple. I'm going to go ahead and core it. I'm going to leave the peel alone. I just like it for color. All the nutrients are in the peel anyway. And so I'm just going to peel and cut, or not peel, but core and cut this up. While I'm doing that, I've also got a Gala apple. This is probably my favorite apple. The Granny Smiths I'm not really a fan of, but you need the tartness of it, so it does really well in this salad. And the Gala apples, I just love them. They're a fine eating apple, and they do a wonderful job in this recipe. So we'll go ahead and core these 2 apples up and cut them up. There we are, all cut up. Now we're going to add in a half cup of mayonnaise. I'm using Blue Plate mayonnaise. So why don't you tell me what your favorite mayonnaise is and why it's Blue Plate. Now this is going to set. I will admit it would have been better if I had grated the carrots myself. I just didn't have that kind of time today. I'm in the middle of doing a bunch of projects, and I just wanted something for me because my wife doesn't eat carrots. And so this is going to be for me to eat multiple days. Now I'm just going to fix something that'd be a nice little snack, kind of sweet, but not enough to make my sugar go nuts. I get a lot of comments from people up north talking about that the salads we have in the South are not the salads they know of. Absolutely correct. We have a different understanding of salads than most of the country does. But in the South, most Southerners would recognize a carrot apple raisin salad, and there's a few that would definitely appreciate the addition of pineapple. Mayonnaise is just ubiquitous here in the South. It doesn't take much. The reason why it'd been better if I grated the carrots. They would weep a lot of that carrot juice in with the mayonnaise and make kind of like a carrot sauce with the apple juice and the pineapple juice. It'd make a sauce or dressing to kind of dress this up. The carrot sticks do not weep. They go through a process where they stay firm and don't weep. So you get a totally different texture, totally different experience. If you wanted something traditional, you would definitely grate them yourself. And that will be about 9 to 10 medium carrots. Once you chipped and tailed them, peeled them, then going through this grating process, you get roughly about 20 ounces. Everything here is to taste, so this is not really a recipe. This is just a procedure. So add as much carrots or as little carrots as you like, as much apple or little apple as you like. I am trying to reduce my sugar intake, so I reduce the amount of raisins. Personally, I like it a little bit sweeter, and so that means that I would have this probably, I would say good 2 more ounces at least for this. salad, but I'm reducing it down, trying to reduce my sugars. And the pineapple is going to add a bunch of sugars in here as well. This needs to sit a minimum 2 hours. I would say let's sit overnight for best results, and I will see you at the tasting. So this is the salad. You can see that big chunk of pineapple. I've got some changes I would make. First of all, I would cut this pineapple chunk in half. I think the amount of pineapple is perfect, but the pineapples we're getting now in America suck. Once all the pineapple companies kind of pulled out of Hawaii, we're getting these tart pieces of junk. They're not as sweet, and they're hard. They're not the soft, sweet ones that you used to get from Hawaii. So the days of good pineapple are gone. The actual raisins, I would say you need to do about an ounce of raisins for every carrot. So I used 4 ounces. I would say if you did 8 ounces to 9 ounces and used 9 to 10 carrots, that would be about right. I'm having to cut back on my sugars. I'm diabetic, and I'm having to cut back. So these sticks here, these carrot sticks, they are not any good. Do not use them. I was trying to do this very quickly as a way of just doing it quick. Grate them. I don't have a grater. One of those electric graters. I need an electric grater. A food processor that has a grating blade, or one of those best ones I ever used were the salad shooters, the little rotary things. They were the best things for making carrot salad. And when you grate a carrot, it leaves all the juice. I actually had to add about 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise to this because everything was soaking up and there was no juice. The apples don't put off a lot of juice. The apples are perfect. The pineapple doesn't put off a lot of juice. There was some juice that was in there from the pineapple. That wasn't a lot. And normally I rely on the carrots. And in this case, the carrots didn't have enough juice because they go through a process to make them where they're firm and doesn't release a lot of juice. So I would say definitely grate your carrots. That it makes the carrots are more tender. They put off more juice. The salad tastes better. All around, it's a better deal. But let's find out how these taste. All right, let's take a bite and see what we got here. My goodness. All right, so let's be honest about this. The matchstick carrots were a disaster. Better grate your own carrots. You got to grate your own carrots. There is no substitution. I am trying to cut back on my carbs. I cut back on my raisins by about half. It's still sweet. So if you're a person doesn't like a lot of sweet desserts, sweet dishes, this would be more for you. It's more acidic, less sweet. Southern people, we tend to like our foods very, very sweet. So in that case, I would say go ahead, make it like this if you don't like sweet foods. But if you like sweet foods and you want to do it truly Southern, go half, or go double, not half. The pineapple, that is something that is done somewhat in the South. It's not always done, but it's always a welcome change. Just be careful about bringing it to a party. You know how pineapples are these days. But in the old Southern tradition, pineapples were a symbol of not only wealth, but also hospitality. And that if somebody put a pineapple in front of their house, not only did it mean that they were wealthy, but they wanted to welcome you in and share their riches with you. And so that was something that they wanted you to come in. They wanted to be hospitable and share this with you because it was something special. And so it does make a very special type of dish. If you got a small business and you want to use some type of recipe like this, like I said, cut the pineapple up smaller. Use a really good fresh pineapple. That pineapple should be absolutely orange all the way over. That orangish yellow, no green. Pineapples do not ripen after being picked. And these companies now, they're just getting green pineapples and passing it off as being ripe. It's not. I would do more raisins. It needs more raisins. Like I said, grate your own carrots. If I was doing it for a business, I would peel the apples. But all the nutrition is on the apple skin, so if you're trying to do it as a healthy summer salad, you might be able to get away with it. And I think it adds extra color. I like the skins on my apples in the salad. That's me personally. Some people want them peeled. Go with what works for you. Again, this is not really a recipe, but man, is it good. I mean, even at the half sugar level, it's really good. So give it a shot, either this way or doubling the raisins. Definitely cut up those pineapple better. Use riper pineapples. Grate your own carrots. It is a fantastic recipe when it's done right. This one right here, matchstick carrots, ruined everything. But other than that, wonderful concept, works perfectly. I hope this helps you out. I hope you like it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all guys again next time. Bye.